What app or service is acting up?
You are.
Fair enough.
Have we confirmed if this tattoo is real? The full stops just kill it every time. But what is cool is they're Tesla cops. Gonna go for it? Okay, do it. Tesla cop, let's go. But they literally have a sign posted that says, go to the intersection and turn in. Let's see how it gets to sit. No. What are you doing? That was perfect. Nice. Give us some buffer. I like it. Super smooth. This road is sketch. We already had a little situation where the car started sliding down the hill and I couldn't stop it. If you slide off the edge, it's not going to end well. Alright, keep this going. Grok, I need to go to My Place Storage in Camdenton, and then Scooters, and then the Sip Coffee House, and then back home.
Got your route set. My Place Storage first, then Scooters Coffee, Sip Coffee House, and back home. 8 minutes total, 4.4 miles.
Ha! We lose the connection to Grok every time we back out of that the garage right there. It's got to be because it's like switching from Wi-Fi to cell and it disrupts the connection.
That handoff between Wi-Fi and cell can cause all sorts of glitches with streaming or connectivity. What app or service is acting up?
You are.
Fair enough. Sorry if I'm lagging. Blame the signal switch. Anything specific I can help with right now?
No. Okay.
Hey, what's up? Still dealing with that connectivity hiccup?
Actually, can you give us the latest Tesla news from like the last 48 hours?
Big news. U.S. regulators gave Tesla a 5-week extension to respond to their probe on full self-driving, allegedly breaking traffic laws. They need time to review over 8,000 records. Also, Elon mentioned Groks coming to Tesla cars next week and chatter on FSD updates, plus Cybertruck towing feats.
Yeah, some of that is old and some of that doesn't make any sense because you're already on the Tesla vehicles. Maybe he was talking about some Tesla vehicles that currently don't have it. Like, I know my old Model Y that I just traded for this one doesn't have Grok on it, so maybe that's what he meant.
Yeah, your old Model Y probably had the older Intel processor, so no Grok. Newer ones like this 2025 Plus Model Y with AMD Ryzen get it via software 2025.26 or higher, plus premium connectivity. Try long pressing the right scroll wheel on the steering wheel, or tap the app launcher for Grok Beta.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. What I really am looking for is like, is there any what are the accounts, the popular Tesla influencer accounts discussing on X for the last 48 hours? And I'm referring to accounts like Sawyer Merritt, Whole Mars blog, Dirty Tesla, Farsiness, all of those types of accounts. I can't think of them all off the top of my head right now. Haven't had my coffee.
Sawyer Merritt's buzzing about Tesla FSD version 14.2.2.3 on a snowy drive, smooth sailing, and Elon's repost of his top EV sales data for 2025, with Model Y leading. Dirty Teslas sharing FSD issues and gripes about not getting review cars. Farzad and whole Mars types are quieter lately, but chatters on FSD probes, Cybertruck tows, and Grok rollouts to newer models like yours. Coffee first, then dive into X following feed for the fresh takes.
I think I saw last night David Moss posted his new tattoo, for the Tesla FSD record. Have we confirmed if this tattoo is real?
Yeah, David Moss showed off his new FSD tattoo, celebrating his zero-intervention coast-to-coast drive record, nearly 13,000 miles on version 14.2. Folks on X are calling it legit and epic, with videos and pics floating around from last night. No signs it's fake. Coffee hit yet?
No, we haven't gone to the coffee place yet. You have access to the route, man. You should know this.
No route set right now, but closest coffee spots from here in Camdenton are Scooter's Coffee, 1.8 miles away, adds just 3 minutes, or the Funky Buffalo, 3.1 miles. Want me to nav to one?
See, that's very interesting. Like, I'm sure they're working on Grok integration with the car. Like, it literally just said there's no route set. When it set the route, and the route is set. Like, not only do we have one coffee place on the route, we have two, because we prefer the food. Some of the foods from Sip Coffee House, but we like Scooter's Coffee. And I don't think I've ever done FSD to the storage place here. I've got a ton of stuff in the back of the car right now. Like, just lots of bins and stuff, and so taking a load to the storage unit real quick. And it's an interesting destination to go to, so I'm very curious to see how FSD handles it. Also, it's like wicked cold outside. It like burns the skin. It's so cold. So I noticed last night when we were using FSD, you can see that it's frozen over on the lake, the pond, I guess. It's not a lake. Lake's over there. Huge gap. The full stops just kill it every time. I'm glad that there's not a lot of traffic, because that full stop would have just had us sitting there for who knows how long. Got a nice gap here. It's also really important to not speed right here, so I'm gonna dial this back, because cops like to sit over that, on the other side of that hill that we're coming up to. It catches you off guard every time. Like, you can't see them until it's too late, and it's 55 through here. So we'll see. But what is cool is they're Tesla cops. Shout out to Camdenton, Missouri police, rocking the Teslas. I think they have two now. Oh, there it is. Nice. I had never seen or like I had never seen Tesla police vehicles until we moved here. I thought that was so cool. And I think they just got another one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they probably want to add the Cybertruck to the fleet. So far, I mean, this is handling this perfectly. You can see this is like a business park, kind of down in the woods here. We're going there. Oh, there's someone's there. Usually don't see other vehicles here. Perfect choice on parking too, if it parks here. We're gonna go ahead and tell it to. Alright, I'll unload the car and then we'll continue. Okay, this will be interesting. See how it gets out of here. It's an interesting route. Looks like it wants to go that way, which is fine. You can go either way. Driving on rock here, I mean, it's doing a great job. It looks like scooters. Oh, they just switched the route to a shorter way. That's the preferred way too. So that was great. Because otherwise you'd have to kind of like drive all the way around. You can just basically you need to come up here, take the right. You'll see. To see if how it deals with scooters again. I think I'm gonna let it try to just go into scooters the way it wants to go in, and we'll see if that's less drama. So far it's doing perfectly. Yeah, so it's got to cross the highway and then it's going to go immediately into this kind of merging lane, which is dedicated. Like, technically it doesn't need to wait for this traffic. It's going to go for it. Okay, do it. All right. Tesla cop, let's go. I wonder if they use FSD. I wonder if they're allowed to. Standard too. I was thinking for a second, because it was getting right, that it might be in a hurry because maybe it sees the truck in front of us to the right with the trailer and wants to is going faster than the white Chevy. But maybe it's just being a good driver. They're pretty the law enforcement is pretty on it in terms of like if if they catch you basically just cruising in the passing lane, being the left lane, and you're not passing anyone, you know, they'll tell you when they pull you over. They're like, hey, you know, you should only be using the left lane if you're passing someone. I've never really had law enforcement talk to me that much about that sort of thing, except in the state of Missouri, which I've seen it. I've seen that discussion happen many times because I've basically spent my whole life in Missouri, so coming to and from Missouri. So I've seen many. My family has been pulled over a lot. We've learned the hard way about speeding in Missouri. Yeah, see, I just can't do it. And this guy's at my butt right now. So, there we go. Just kind of nudged it. Basically, what I do when going to scooters is like, it'll throw the blinker on because it wants to turn in back there, which is a valid entry point, but they literally have a sign posted that says go to the intersection and turn in, because they don't want to disrupt the flow of traffic. So, and the car doesn't know that, so it's trying to pull in there. And so what I typically do is hit the turn signal again to turn it off, which then kind of instructs FSD to keep going forward, and then it will pass that entry point, and then it'll turn the turn signal on again and turn in at the intersection. So usually that little trick works, and hopefully they fine tune on this. Let's see how it gets to sit. No. What are you doing? Oh, what? What? Now it took sip off the route? Whoa, alright, we're gonna pull in over here for a second. Set it again. Grok, add the Sip Coffee House as a stop.
Got Sip Coffee House at 932 US 54 in Camdenton. Want me to add it as a stop on your route?
Yes.
Added Sip Coffee House as your stop. 3 minutes away, 0.2 miles. Heads up, it's closed until Monday at 7 a.m.
Oh, no. Is it closed on Sundays? Oh, no.
Yeah, it's closed until Monday at 7 a.m., so no Sundays. Want to remove it from the route?
Yeah. Let's go to McDonald's and then
Removed
back.
Sip Coffee House. Navigation canceled. What's next?
Okay, I route to McDonald's and then back home.
Set route to McDonald's, then home. 4 minutes total. McDonald's is open until 11 p.m.
I would have just done a U-turn and gone back to the intersection. Car's like, no, I'm just going to cut through here. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Okay. I guess it's fine to drive over parking spaces. Yeah. I just don't normally do it. So I suppose for the sake of the test, I probably should have had it still try to route to the Sip Coffee House, but again, we're living real life here. We don't want to waste time. I don't really have. I barely have time to do these videos, so we'll get the Sip Coffee House in when it's open, and I'm actually going there for. I have a reason to go there. But let's see how. Okay, so we have McDonald's set for parking lot, so it should park this time. That was perfect. Yeah, don't park in the curbside spots. We're not curbside. We go in this first spot, second spot. Oh, nice. Give us some buffer. I like it. Perfect. All right, we'll grab McDonald's and then head back home. All right, back on the road. See how the McDonald's parking lot goes this time. So it could go out that way, or it could just go around this way. This is all brand new. They literally just finished this week. Nice. Super smooth. Okay, we got vehicles coming to the left here. Don't you jump out in front of them. Okay. I'm like scarred from older versions of FSD that would jump out at a suboptimal time. Forgot that it was Sunday. This long weekend has got my days messed up. Because in my head I'm like, oh, I don't have to work tomorrow, so it must be Saturday. But it's actually Sunday, and tomorrow's a US holiday. So maybe we'll do SIP tomorrow. Actually, is it closed? I think it reopens on Monday. Let's ask Grok. Grok, when does this Sip Coffee House open back up?
Sip Coffee House
That's
is
so
closed
cool,
Sundays, so it opens back up Monday at 7 a.m. It's right there at 932 US Highway 54 in Camdenton, just 200 feet away.
Cool, thank you. What's the latest news from Tesla Boomer Mama on X? Like, can you summarize her last 5 to 10 posts?
Sorry, couldn't grab her latest posts right now. But Tesla Boomer Mama is Alexandra Mers at handle Tesla Boomer Mama. She's a big Tesla shareholder advocate with over 219,000 followers. Check X directly for her recent updates on Tesla news.
That's interesting. It must not have connectivity right now. Whoa, that was... Oh, I forget what those are called. Was that an old Land Cruiser? Not sure what that crossing the highway goes. Here we go. See, this is what I mean. The full stop is going to cause us to have to wait for this vehicle that we had a huge gap for if it would have just been able to roll through. But it's okay. I'd rather it be safer, lean towards the safer choices than the more expedient. Okay, let's go hurry mode here. It seems like we don't have any ice buildup, so that's good. This road is sketch when it's like snowy and ice and all that. This season we already had a little situation where the car started sliding down the hill and I couldn't stop it. Freaked us all out. So that wasn't in this car though. That was in the old car, and we didn't have winter tires installed. So the snow kind of caught us off guard. I'll show you up here where we slid. Traffic this morning. No problem though. Yeah, you can see it's all just, raw land. You can see the lake. Lake of the Ozarks. See, we're coming up on the spot where we slid. Okay, it was right. Yeah, it was right here. We started sliding, and I was like, I looked over at my wife, and I was like, I can't stop the car. And then we literally, we got it stopped. It did eventually stop as it kind of went down that hill, that first part of the bigger overall hill. It stopped, and then I was like, do we back up and just pull off to the side of the road? Because I couldn't remember exactly, where we were at in the road. I should have looked at the GPS to see if there's any bend, but we ended up going for it. It was fine, because there was a truck came through and kind of led the way, and the car didn't slide again. I think I got carried away driving like normal, thinking like, oh yeah, the car's got this. Because I've never really had bad luck with Teslas in the snow. Like, usually the traction control is amazing, but the inclines here, still getting used to them, and these slope, the different inclines, the slopes, on top of adding like snow and ice, that's a whole different level, man. You gotta have winter tires, and you gotta take it easy. It's not like ripping around in the snow on flat land. There, you know, if you're ripping around on the snow on like flat streets in you know, a normal suburban area, like, worst thing that might happen is you slide into a curb or something like that. You know, assuming you're being safe and you're testing and whatnot. Obviously, if you slid into the middle of an active intersection, that would be terrible. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of driving on, you know, quiet road, the worst that might happen is you might slide into a curb or something. Here, there's no curbs, and if you slide off the edge, it's not going to end well, because it's usually cliffs and hundreds of feet down. Like, if I go off this edge to the right here, car's done. I might be done, unless the car saves my life. So, not a lot of room for error. Or it's high risk if you have an error, I should say. Is the car gonna pull in? Nope. Okay. We'll do it. See, sometimes it pulls in, sometimes it doesn't. All right. Mostly perfect drive. See you next time.